John, one of the disciples of Jesus, called the Beloved, wrote a small letter to his friend Gaius. And the book of 3 John was included in the Holy Scriptures. It is a letter which is only 14 verses long, but filled with lessons that we can learn today. I entitled my short speech, "The 3 Blessings in Supporting the Work of God." John the Beloved, considered by many as the one who wrote the Gospel of John, as well as the first book of John, second book of John, 3 John, and also some scholars believe that John wrote the book of Revelation. But in anyhow, he was the most beloved disciple of Jesus. And so he wrote one time to his dear friend, to his loyal fellow believer and follower of Jesus, Gaius. And so this famous verse in 3 John, which is found in verse 2, which is used by many Christians as well to encourage them. It says there, from John to Gaius, "Beloved, I wish or I pray above all things that you may prosper and be in good health, so that as your soul also prospers." This verse tells us of the inner characteristics and the inner love that flows out from the heart of John to Gaius. Gaius was a very generous, hospitable, faithful Christian in his community. And so John wrote him to affirm his support, to affirm and appreciate his allowing many itinerant preachers and teachers of the gospel of Jesus Christ to come and stay in his place. And so the first blessing that I would like to tell you today is that it is a blessing in this world to be loved by a friend. It is a blessing in this world to know that there is somebody who loves you, and maybe a friend, maybe a relative, or maybe just a stranger who expresses his love or her love to what you have done. The blessing of being loved because of your lovable actions. The second blessing can be considered, the blessing of rejoicing in what others are doing for the work of God. When we rejoice because somebody has done God's work, I like to tell you, it is a blessing. Gaius was appreciated for what he was doing, not only for allowing his home or opening his home for strangers, believers, of the early Christian church, but also giving them money as they go along so that they can support themselves in the mission field. So the second blessing is when we rejoice that others are doing the work of God. And the third blessing is the blessing of doing good rather than evil. Some of us may think that our goodness may not be known or may not be admired. Bless your heart that you are doing good things even in secret. The Bible has many promises for those who are doing good even in secret. The third blessing tells us that even though it's so hard or it's not recognized to do good, let's imitate God who did good to us, because there is blessing in doing good. In that letter, beloved John mentioned two characters, Diotrephes, who is also a member of the Christian community, but he has a peculiar characteristic as well. He is always finding the faults and prating the members with malicious words, and he's the one who does not allow pastors and teachers or the gospel workers to sleep or lodge in his place. In fact, they drove him away. They drove them away, even from the church. So Diotrephes is the character that is mentioned in the letter of John that should not be imitated. He is the opposite of goodness. While Demetrius was a fellow mentioned also by beloved John, that he has good reports of all the members, and he is a source of encouragement as well for the early Christian followers of Jesus. And so, dearly beloved, today, as you support God's work, as you give not only your tithes and offerings, not only show up in church and help out, let me tell you that there are blessings that that you can take along with you in your day-to-day work. The blessings of being loved, this time by God. You are a beloved of God. The blessing of rejoicing when others are doing or supporting God's work. And then the blessings of doing good, in spite of the fact that it's hard to do good sometimes. Dearly beloved, may the good Lord continue to bless you as you journey towards the heavenly home.